Alright, I'm just going to show you guys a quick video on how to do a sight tape on a site that does not have clicks. So like a TechTarget, HHA, Apex, one of the Apex sites, Black Gold Verdicts. These all work the same on here. All you're going to need is a micrometer, which you can get from Home Depot for 20 bucks. That will work just fine for doing this. So I've got a TechTarget here. It's already been set up with a sight tape, but we're just going to pretend like we're going to shoot this in. So I've got it set on my 20 mark. If this was a blank tape, I'd shoot in my 20 and then I'd make a mark here, either with a pin, or if it's a blank tape, you can just take a knife or razor blade to make a really fine mark to make sure you're right on the pointer. And then you're going to shoot back as far as you're comfortable. Let's just say we're going to shoot to 60 yards. So we'll take this down. This would be where my 60-yard mark is at. Again, if this is the blank tape, all I do is shoot down to 60 and then use a pin or a knife or something and score the blank sight tape where 60 is. Then all you have to do is take your micrometer, zero it out, and you're just going to measure from where your mark is, or the distance between your two marks. Just for demonstration purposes, we'll call that good, which is 0.829. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 0.829. So then you'll go into Archer's Advantage. You can either do it online or the version that you buy and download on your desktop. All works the same. On your setup, it's really important to go through and put all this information in. Arrow weight and the size of your fletching will change your coefficient of drag, will make your downrange marks a little bit different. But make sure you go through and fill all this stuff in. And the stuff that's really important for making a sight tape and getting it spot on right away is to make sure you have these two pieces inputted in. Your peep sight, so you're going to go to full draw, measure from your peep sight to your lens or pin at full draw, and then at full draw you're going to measure from the center of your peep to the center of your arrow. That's going to establish your line of sight versus the trajectory of the arrow. And then in your sight type, instead of like Excel is 32 click 20 or 20 click 32 turn sight, which is 20 clicks per revolutions, and it takes 32 turns to move the sight 1 inch. We're actually just going to go down to inch. That's what we measured in. Everything's in there. Now you're going to go to sight in. And your 20 mark, since that was your base, is going to be set as 0 because you're going to measure from your 20 to your 60. Your 60 was 0.829, and then you're going to hit calculate speed. That's going to repopulate everything that's in the program and make sure that's set up for what the distance you just put in for those two. And that is all you have to do. You go to print, and you want to print a sight tape. And now the nice thing with Archer's Advantage is you will have these two middle tapes are the ones for what you just measured, or if you use clicks, the ones that you just input all the information into. That's 1 foot per second less, the one to the left, and 2 feet per second less of what you calculated. There's 1 foot per second and 2 foot per second more than what you calculated. So that's the nice thing about Archer's Advantage is they give you, if something changes a foot per second or whatever, you have options on tape just from printing out one card. You're not just printing out one speed. So let me know if you have any questions.